I started this alone, and I had every intention of keeping it that way. I had a plan. Life had a different one. And then things just got stranger.
What's happening to me? Partners?
Partners.
But the hard, inescapable truth is that sometimes we're not enough. Sometimes the world needs a team.
You call this a team?
A girl with wings and a past lives complex. A deceased assassin. A pair of criminals. And a billionaire with more tech than he clearly knows what to do with.
I know exactly what to do with it. Most of the time.
And I'm half a hero, and my other half is combustible. What you're up against is bigger than all of us.
Which is why it's gonna take all of you.
His name is Vandal Savage. He's been alive thousands of years.
He is immortal and commands the most powerful army the world has ever seen.
And what makes you think we could stop him?
Because one day you do. Rip Hunter. I'm from East London. Oh, and the future.
I'm a member of the Time Masters, an organization charged with protecting history itself.
And in the future, as unlikely as it may seem, you people become a team. Well, those of you who survive at least.
Savage's evil spans the course of history, so we will have to travel through time to stop him.
If that's the worst Savage can throw at us, we got this thing nailed down.
Why did you say that?
I can't imagine any kind of future where I'm a hero.
Well, you're not. In the future, none of you are heroes. You're legends.
So, you weren't dead?
Nope. You were just small. You don't believe me? All right. Just watch.
Hey YouTubers, so this is going to be my trailer breakdown for Legends of Tomorrow, the new Arrow and Flash spin-off series. And just to clarify something, the show isn't going to premiere until January of next year. When Arrow and the Flash come back from their winter hiatus, Legends of Tomorrow will probably air in that same week. So let's talk about this trailer. It starts off with Oliver talking about how he never intended to make his crusade as big as it is today in the context of the show. He goes on and talks about Barry and how he became the Flash, and then afterwards they finish up talking about how they need a team to fight a bigger threat. And that bigger threat is Vandal Savage. He is going to be the big bad of the series. Vandal Savage is a perfect villain. We haven't really seen him on TV other than in the cartoons, so to see him show up in live action is going to be really great. Vandal Savage has been around for thousands and thousands of years, both in the comics and in the context of the show, so he's most definitely going to be a difficult villain for the team to defeat. So let's talk about the team now. You have Ray Palmer, Hawkgirl, Sara as the White Canary, Martin Stein, Captain Cold and Heatwave, who's not present in the trailer, and Rip Hunter. So I'm going to talk about most of the characters, starting with Ray Palmer. In the finale for Arrow, he caused his suit to explode. However, in the trailer, they sort of explain it a little bit that he shrunk himself down so he could have survived the blast. He even shrinks in this trailer with the suit on. How they'll explain it is that when he was testing the suit, the shrink, the radiation of that capability was exposed on him. In the scene where he tests the shrinking powers of the suit the second time, you can see some sort of radiation come off the suit, like some sort of radiation or some sort of energy blast, whatever it is. So, does that mean that Ray Palmer is a metahuman? I think yes, he is a metahuman. In the comics, he's a metahuman, so on Legends of Tomorrow, he'll most definitely shrink with the suit. However, there may come an instance where he has to shrink without the suit on. Those are scenes that I'm really looking forward to. We get to see Ciara Renee as Hawkgirl. We even get to see her fly around, but that's most definitely all CGI. As expected, we see Sara being resurrected in the Lazarus pit, and she becomes the White Canary. White Canary is actually an enemy of Black Canary in the comics. She's a part of this group called 12 Brothers in Silk. On the show, they kind of twist with that and make her one of the good guys. Malcolm said that the Lazarus pit changes people in the soul when resurrected from the dead, so maybe because Sara was such a dark person, she'll be reborn as a saint, so to speak, bringing in the aspect of White Canary. She'll be very peaceful and not so much of a dark person. Just look at it as color archetypes. Before, she was the Black Canary, so black in archetypes usually is like darkness or death and stuff, and then white is usually like peace. So Martin Stein is a part of the Legends team, but no word on Robbie Amell's involvement. Probably not going to be a part of the team. He'll just come along whenever the team needs Firestorm as such, which is why we see Firestorm in this trailer. Either that or they decided to go with Jason Rush, but are keeping it a secret because it will have to do something with Ronnie's plot going on into season 2 of The Flash. And then finally we get to see Rip Hunter, played by Arthur Darvill, who is the team leader. It may seem like Ray Palmer is the leader, but he's more of a field leader, the one who leads the team on the battlefield. Rip Hunter is the overall leader of the team. He said that he's from the Time Masters, and in the comics, the Time Masters are like patrol cops of the time stream, keeping the time stream in balance. So that is why Rip Hunter is building the team. Vandal Savage is imposing a threat to not only the world but the timeline, so he needs this team to defeat Savage so that he doesn't threaten with messing up with the time stream. So, here's my question for you guys. What are your thoughts on this trailer? And what are your thoughts on the show overall? I feel like the show is being made as a one-season miniseries, but that isn't necessarily the case. Arrow and The Flash are trying to make a universe, so they want all of their shows to be on the air for as long as possible. The problem I have is with how they're stylizing the show, because you have someone from the future bringing these guys to fight an immortal man, and once they defeat him, what's next? The best thing for me to do is to not worry about the future of this series, but that's going to be really hard for me because I like to look at things for the long term. So be sure to subscribe to catch my reviews for Legends of Tomorrow when it debuts in 2016. They didn't say what day of the week or time slot the show will air. I'm expecting the show to not air on the same night as Arrow and The Flash, so Tuesdays and Wednesdays are out. Thursdays at 8 o'clock seems like the best and most reasonable option for when the show should air. We'll probably find out what day of the week the show's going to air around Comic-Con. Follow me on my social platforms, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Tumblr for updates on Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow, The Flash, and more. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.